I have been in a relationship with my boyfriend for 5 years. We started dating when we were 18, and it is the best thing that has ever happened to me. But back then, I couldn't believe I found the man of my dreams. And now I believe that every single girl can find his man. But it wasn't always like that. Back then in my teenage years, I used to think that I was not capable of finding a guy that wouldn't let me down. I thought that I was destined to be alone for my whole life, that I just couldn't be in a relationship, that there was no man that was right for me. And still, when I started dating my boyfriend, the first months were a little bit scary for me because I just have this limited belief that I just couldn't have a long-lasting relationship and that eventually we were gonna break up and I was gonna get hurt. So I was so tired of boys, of dating and everything. And probably since you're watching this video, you feel the same way. Let me tell you, girl, there is a way out of this. There is a way that you're going to find the right man for you, that you're going to be having the best relationship and you're gonna find the love of your life and the man of your dreams. And I am here to explain to you exactly how I attracted the right man into my life and how you can do the same. I also want to tell you from my personal experience what are all the things that I was doing wrong and that would lead me to always attract the wrong man into my life. So grab your coffee or your favorite drink and let's dive into it. The first thing that we're going to talk about is why we keep attracting the wrong man, why I was attracting the wrong man at a time and why you're doing it now. And it all comes down to our mindset. We need to just make a mindset shift. And I know, girl, this can sound a little bit cliche. Okay, I get it. But just give me a few minutes because I'm going to change your mind and I'm going to change your dating life. Because girl, trust me on this. If you're trying to date a boy with a mentality of all men are the same or there's no man that can love me the way that I want to, you're just putting yourself in the negative perspective. I've heard so many of my friends talk about this, saying that all men are the same, that they will never be able to find the right man for them. And this is what is truly avoiding them from attracting the right man. And it just breaks my heart to see all of my girlfriends saying all of these things and just putting themselves in the negative space. Because just think about it this way. If you keep walking around with that negative mindset, you will just keep attracting guys that match your energy. And we obviously don't want that. We want you to be surrounded by love, by peace, and by the kind of energy that just fits yourself and the kind of energy that you deserve. And I want to share this thing because I wish that someone told me about this when I was a teenager. I used to be like so tired of always dating boys that were just not good for me, that they were not treating me the way that I wanted, that they would not love me the way that I wanted to be loved. And I just thought that that was it, that there was no man that could treat me the way that I wanted, that I just couldn't find the right man for me, that there were no men apart from the men that treated me the bad way. And this is such a negative mindset that just allowed me to keep attracting the wrong guys into my life. And I just genuinely don't want this for you. And if you're a girl in your 20s or you're about to start your 20s or even your 30s, you need to start changing your mindset towards dating and towards men because it will just change the dating game for you. So it is time that you believe that the right person for you exists and he's out there somewhere and he will match your vibe and your energy. But first, you need to shift that energy. The second thing that I want to talk about is something that can apply to your whole life, but especially if you're doing with dating, it can truly attract the right man really quickly. And it is visualizing the kind of relationship that you want, visualizing the kind of boy or man that you want to attract into your life. So just try to visualize how he is, the way he behaves, how he treats you. Does he buy you flowers? How does he dress up like? If he matches your habits, if he's a sporty guy, whatever it is, just try to visualize the perfect man for you, the man of your dreams. This will make two very important things for you. The first one being that you will know exactly the kind of relationship and the kind of man that you want in your life. Because girl, we only have one life. You better know what you want in it. And the second thing is that when you know exactly what you want, every single detail of that relationship, every single detail of that man, you will just start to seek for those things. You will just start to see those aspects of the men of your dreams in the men that are surrounding you. And eventually you will just start attracting that man into your life. So you will no longer be focusing on the negative things of the men that have been in your life, of your past relationships, but you will start to see the positive things of the men in your dreams surrounding you. The third thing is something that I just wish that someone told me, and I'm really sorry for my teenage self for this because she didn't know her worth. She didn't, and it kept me away from just attracting the right man into my life. And I thought that all the men that were treating me the wrong way were in my life because I just was not worth it somehow. So this is something that you need to avoid, and it's something that I wish that I avoided earlier, but of course I didn't, because it took me a long time to figure this out. But when I started dating my boyfriend, I just had a lot of insecurities, a lot of doubts, a lot of fears about myself. I questioned whether I was being enough or I was being too much. You probably know those thoughts, right? But I realized that the more I loved myself, the better our relationship got. And if I would have done this sooner, I probably would have attracted him much earlier. But that is just not relationship advice, that is just life advice in general, right? You just start to see yourself for the queen that you are. Seriously, girl. When you get into a room, just know your worth. Know that you're a queen, and you will start to notice how people see that energy in you. They will start to notice that in you, and they will treat you better, and the right boys will start to approach you, not the men that you don't want in your life. The fourth thing, and one of the most important things for me, was to break the myth of all men are the same. Now, I know a lot of you girls are just sitting there thinking, but they're all the same. And I get why you feel that way. I do. Maybe you have been hurt by a guy previously, or your past relationship was the worst, or your ex-boyfriend was not treating you the right way. But here's the thing, those men don't represent all men. There are really good men out there. Just trust me on this. I used to think the same as you. I used to think that all men were the same, that a lot of them were liars and that they wouldn't treat me the right way ever, and I was so wrong. And I needed to break with that myth to really see the good in men and finally attract the right man into my life. And first, when I started dating my boyfriend, that myth was still in my head, and he helped me break that myth. What a green flag, by the way. So that really just helped me to stick to that relationship, to see the good in him, and to understand that he could love me the right way if I let him. Because girl, there are good men out there, but they aren't always the ones that we notice right away, because we are so used to identify and notice all of the red flags. So it's time to stop giving attention and energy to the men who aren't putting in the effort. There are a lot of men that will want to see you shine, that will want to support you and support your dreams and your goals, and who will treat you the way that you deserve. I guarantee you that that man exists, and he's right there waiting for you. The tip number 5 that I would love to tell you is that you need to break the attachment from men. You just need to let go of the necessity to have a long-lasting relationship and to find the right man for you right away. And I know this can sound like a little bit weird, and it can sound kind of tough, and I won't lie, it is tough. For me, I was like so impatient. I just needed to find the right man, and I was only like 16 or 17, but I was like so obsessed with the idea of a long-lasting relationship, of marriage, of the right man, because I would used to see that in movies and TV shows, and I was like so obsessed with that idea. And it is really beautiful to kind of want that, but you got to trust the timing. That long-lasting relationship will eventually get to you. The right man will eventually get to you. But here's the thing, when we really want something and we're asking God or the universe to provide us with that thing, but we're obsessed with the idea of getting that thing, you know, God's gonna be like, if you're so obsessed with it, I'm not gonna give it to you. And when I say God, don't feel like pressured to believe in God. I know that a lot of you don't, and you just believe in the universe, so feel free to just make this idea your own. For me, it is God, but just feel free to make this idea your own. The thing is that God won't give you the right man if you're just so obsessed with that idea that you cannot be on your own, that you're not happy being on your own, because you will just attract bad energy. And the moment that you just let go of that attachment, that you learn to live a happy life by yourself, but knowing that that man is there for you and that eventually he will be in your life at some point, the sooner that you realize this, the sooner that he will come. So just let go of any attachment. Let go of any obsession and learn to be happy all by yourself, because good things take time, and I promise that the love that you're waiting for is worth the wait. Maybe the fact that that man is not in your life is because he's not prepared to be a man yet. He's probably just a boy, or because God is preparing you to be in the right relationship with the right man. You know, sometimes we just want something so much, but we don't understand that we're not prepared for that thing. Maybe that's your case, or maybe that man is not prepared for you yet. So just trust God or the universe, and just trust its divine timing. The tip number 6 is that you become your best version. Here's the key. While you're waiting for the right man, you need to work on yourself. And that goes along with what I said before. While you're just trusting the divine timing timing and you know that that man is there for you, but maybe you're not prepared, you need to just work on your best version. And here's why. If you want the perfect man for you, you need to try to build the best life for yourself first. So grow your mindset, take care of yourself physically, internally, mentally, work out, start to eat healthy, start to just figure out all of the things that are not working in your life and that are not letting you be the best version of yourself. They're not letting you be the woman of your dreams. Because that woman, the woman that you visualize yourself in the future, that's the woman that attracts the right man into her life. And the best way to do this is to visualize her. So visualize your future self, your best version, the woman of your dreams, how you want to be. Visualize yourself in the future and start acting like her. Start dressing up like her. Invest money in clothes if you need to. That's what I started doing a few months ago, and it just changed my life and it changed my relationship with my boyfriend. So I started just visualizing how I wanted to be and I started acting like her. What does she do? So my best version would wake up really early, read the Bible, do some morning journaling, go to the gym, have a quick but really nice workout, then head back home, start filming videos, dress up really cute. She will go out to have lunch every single weekend with a really good outfit. So I just started doing all of those things. Of course, within your possibilities, but just try to make an effort for that. I started doing my makeup a different way, doing my hair a different way. I started to be more grateful. I started to express gratitude. All of these little things will make a huge difference by changing your mindset and helping you become the woman of your dreams. And while you become the best version, the best woman that you can be, know that the man that is perfect for you will eventually notice that. He will be drawn to your energy because you're not chasing anyone. You're just attracting what is meant for you. And the last tip, but I think one of the most important ones, and personally my favorite, is to be in your feminine energy. Listen, I started my relationship in my masculine energy. And I was really lucky. I just think it was destiny that I just was meant to be with my boyfriend and I was meant to meet him in that time. But I was not in the right feminine energy. I was definitely not. And this really hurt my relationship for a long time. So this is an advice for when you're trying to look for the right man, but also when you are in that relationship with your perfect man, with the man of your dreams. Bear in mind that when you increase your feminine energy, the whole relationship will change and it will improve so much. Because now, girl, if you want to attract the right man, you need to tap into your feminine energy. And no, with this, I don't mean that you just need to wear dresses all the time and you need to be soft all the time. This is not what I mean. This means an internal change. This means that you get to know your emotions, that you get to control your emotions in a feminine way, that you're vulnerable, that you're receptive, that you stop chasing and you start attracting. It is about flowing instead of forcing things. When you're in your feminine energy, you just attract things. You're magnetic. You really start attracting what is meant for you and you don't push things to just happen. And the thing that most changed for me was to stop trying to control everything. And I started to work on being my most authentic and relaxed self. And this truly changed myself and it changed my relationship. And the way that you do this is that first you let go of control. You let go of trying to control every single thing, of stressing about every single thing in your life. That is masculine energy. Feminine energy taps into her emotions, but she is relaxed. Also, start to prioritize things that you love doing. I know that we're in a society that just tells us that we need to just hustle all the time, but I think that that's very masculine energy kind of advice. You just need to start doing things that you love to do, that just get you in your most feminine self. So whatever it is for you. For me, for example, is being more in contact with nature, journaling, listening to music, doing more self-care days, doing my makeup more often. And trust me, girl, when you just stop trying to do all the time and just start being, you will notice a shift. And that is your feminine energy working. And those were all the tips that I was so excited to tell you girls about, because I wish that someone told me about this sooner, because my relationship just blossomed when I started incorporating all of these things. And really, if every single girl nowadays that is upset about her dating life and is upset about just boys in general will start doing this, they will start attracting the right man and being at the right relationships. So I really wish that you loved this video, that you got a lot of value to incorporate into your life. So thank you so much for just watching, for sharing, for liking this video, and make sure sure that you subscribe to get much more tips on how to tap into your divine feminine energy, glow up, change your life, and be your best version. See you in the next one.